As the whole world gets more polarized and gets closer to more conflict, we can say that not everything is completely doom and gloomy, because comedy and political satire is still here. Yes, once again, our favorite comedians from Israel have decided to make another skit, a political skit, a satire to make fun of, this time, the United Nations, or the UN agency, UNRWA. Yes, what you're about to watch is the courtesy of the Eretz Neheretz. Obviously, they're a wonderful country, the number one political satire show in Israel. The guys who used to make fun of the BBC, biased BBC, and all the Western leftists supporting Hamas. They've come out with a new skit to actually make fun of the UN agency. UNRWA. Let's just go and watch this together. I'm gonna come back, give you my reaction.
I'm an UNRWA teacher, so of course I make sure my classroom have all necessary supplies.
I'm an UNRWA worker, so of course I make sure all the humanitarian aid goes to those who really, really need it. She's an 88 years old pregnant woman. God bless her.
I'm an UNRWA teacher, so of course I teach history, biology, and English. You see, my struggle.
Ya Allah. I'm an UNRWA worker, so of course I took a day off on October 7th. It's a national holiday. Come look at the video. You see? You see the one in running? This is me.
I'm an UNRWA teacher, so of course I run student exchange program. She's from Israel.
I am Secretary General Guterres. I was horrified by what was revealed about UNRWA. So of course I think we need to double their funding. This is the UN. Don't try to understand.
This is the UN. Please don't try to understand it. Of course we have to double down and double their funding. Of course. The thing is, every time they do one of these skits and sketches, it's kind of spot on, because it's not really satire anymore. It's actually real life. Obviously, the one they did about the biased BBC News, that was completely spot on. You couldn't really tell the difference between a real BBC presenter and the comedian. They did one about, obviously, Jesus, baby Jesus. That was kind of funny as well, obviously. But because apparently Jesus was a Muslim. And of course, on a regular basis, these guys are getting a lot of attention now across the world, because obviously this show has always been big in Israel, but now they're getting so much attention across the planet. It's important to actually have a sense of humor during dark times, but it's the same thing that the British had during late 30s and early 40s with Germany. Obviously the conflict we actually had, and that was the time and afterwards when, for example, Charlie Chaplin became huge as well. And if you don't have a sense of humor, if you don't try to find light in the middle of a dark tunnel, no pun intended, you can't really continue. You will completely collapse. So while things are tough, we have to find some time to laugh, even at ourselves. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Tousi, and we are the media.